Percy Hoff, Director of Coaching and Player Development at Hollandia.
So Percy, tell me, where did you grow up?
I grew up in South Africa, Durban most of my life.
Is that a small town or a big place? Or?
Durban's pretty big. I would say it's probably 3 million people now.
That's quite big then.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you started playing soccer? And which clubs did you grow up playing with?
I grew up playing for an amateur club called Hearts in Durban, but several different clubs. I can't even remember the names now, it's so long ago. And also, I think the best times I had was when I was at boarding school in Durban, and the caretakers at the boarding school ran a team, and we used to go and play senior soccer when we were still youth players on that team, so it was pretty good.
Pretty cool. What about when you moved to Canada? Who did you play with?
When I moved to Canada, I played with Eagles at first, that don't exist anymore, for a while, and Silver Foxes at one time, and then with the DSG teams that are still in the leagues.
So who was your favourite player or players growing up?
Pelé, I think.
Yeah. Easy answer. What about now? Is there anyone you like watching in the Premier League or the international scene? Or?
Yeah, well, I have to be biased. I have to watch Sanchez.
Right. That's Alexis Sanchez from Arsenal. So which coach or coaches would you say influenced you most as a player when you were learning the game?
Basically the South African culture, which was a lot of free play.
Right.
Very disorganized in those days. The teams are starting to get organized now, but really in those days it was really creativity and free play, and there wasn't a lot of coaching going on.
So lots of street soccer?
Yes, lots of street soccer and pick-up games after. We played every day after school.
Yeah.
It's just a routine.
Do you think that's something that's missing from the game in Saskatoon?
Absolutely, yeah. Kids don't play unless it's organized.
So who's the best player you ever played with or against?
I played with a guy in South Africa called Preston Julius, who I think went on to play professional. There were several guys that I grew up playing with that went on to play for Orlando Pirates and teams like that. And another guy I remember is a goalkeeper, Errol Martin, who's in Australia now. But he played for Kaiser Chiefs. He did very well.
Cool. Who's the toughest player you ever played against?
Probably here. Laurier Langlois.
Okay, so how are you enjoying your role with Hollandia?
Excellent. I've been here for a long time, and it keeps improving all the time. The people we have around, the support people are just excellent, and that's really what makes it a joy.
So what do you enjoy most about coaching since you've been doing it for most of your life?
I think dealing with different age groups and having to interact differently with them, and also selecting what to teach them, when to teach it to them as they go through the different stages. That's really, I think, the art of it all. And
are there any coaches you really enjoy working with in the city or in your past experience?
Yeah, all the Astro coaches.
Yeah.
But I've worked with some Regina friends, Paul Edmondson and Ritan Bahia, who are down in Regina, and I've worked on Canada Games teams with them. Another guy comes to mind is Billy Brown from Regina. I really had some good times working with those guys.
Excellent. So what would you say is the most important thing for any young soccer player to remember?
Look after the ball.